So Kate and William decided to pull one of their many stunts again to somehow ride off Harry and Meghan's cocktail, because Harry and Meghan were trending, are still trending, and making and dominating headlines, especially the surfing video, which by the way has over 4.5 million views as of making this video. Very impressive. And of course, Meghan's show that's coming out tomorrow. I'm super excited. I've seen so many people excited about the show. So Meghan is literally everywhere right now, and Kate and William decided, okay, let's also step outside and just get some spotlight. Let's steal some of that spotlight. Let's try to outshine them. The thing is, every time they do that, it always backfires, because people now start ripping them apart for the wrong reasons. Again, people know how predictable they are, because every time Harry and Meghan are about to release something, or maybe they're dominating in the headlines, that's when Membles will drop the cringe nature commercial, or William will again show up somewhere for royal engagement, something with Kate. So it's very predictable. So yesterday they were spotted going to a church service, and people are, they're like, this is a photo, or people are just like, because people believe William is not a churchgoer, and then they have been getting so much backlash in the media, right? The UK media has been tearing them apart, especially with the moving to the new home, being lazy grifters, William wanting to work part-time. It's been crazy. So they tried to do this as a photo op for PR. It's like a PR stunt to deflect from the fact that they're getting bad backlash. So they're fronting this, family. Like, we're an amazing family. We go to church, guys, like we just, we're kids. And the thing is, most people are not impressed with that. People are like saying they look so miserable. As you can see in the picture, they don't look, like a vibrant family. When you see Harry and Meghan outside with their kids, you can see they're smiling, they're happy. Especially, remember the other video that broke the internet? Every time Harry and Meghan are outside with their kids, it's just booming. And I've also seen people like, if you were to ask me to choose which family between the Sussexes and the Welleses that I want to live and be a part of, I'll definitely run to Harry and Meghan, because they seem fun parents. They seem like a happy, family, joyful. It's just like a good, vibrant family. Unlike William, who people believe that it's just lifeless. There's no loveless, lifeless. There's just no soul into it. So people have been ripping that apart. But here's the thing. There's one thing most people are ripping apart, and it's Kate. First, it's the blonde. People are like, why are you dyeing your hair? You are supposed to be a recovering cancer patient. And with recovering cancer patients, or people who have cancer, they are advised to not dye their hair, because the dye contains very harsh chemicals. So they're advised not to do it. So surprisingly, Kate has her hair dyed blonde. And people are literally trolling the color, the shade of the blonde, are like, no, you don't need. And of course, for a majority of people, they believe it's just a wig. They're like, no, this is a wig. She just threw on a wig. And of course, there are others who are like, oh, she's trying to cosplay Diana, which, by the way, people are pissed with that. If you say that, people will rip you apart. Don't say that, because it's an insult to the late Princess Diana. She was elegant. She was classy. She was not as lazy as Kate. So for you to even compare her to Kate is so insulting. So let me just put it there. People don't do that. So I know you guys don't. Now, Kate picture. Now, let me focus on this story. This is the same picture. So Kate has been on vacation. They've been on like 6th vacation this year, right? 6th. They just been on another one, which, by the way, the taxpayers were not happy about. And there's this picture, and people believe it looks just so lifeless, so soulless. Like, it's just so dull. Like this, she looks like she's just so unwell or unhappy. That is what the internet is saying. Like, when you look at this picture, she does not look like someone who had an amazing vacation, who is like happy, who's like married to the next king of England. What's going on? Considering the fact that she's been taking multiple vacations. Aren't you supposed to be glowing, to be happy? You relaxed, you've had time with your family. Why is it that you look so lifeless? Like the life has been sucked out of you. This picture, not just this picture, even the entire family in that ride, people feel like the kids just seem so sad. It's like there's no joy in that car. And Kate seems so lifeless. And with the wig and whatever, if she dyed her hair with the wig, it makes it worse. People believe that, why? You go on multiple vacations, yet you have this solace. You just go back from another vacation. You don't work. You don't do so much work that we can say it's draining you. Okay, don't use the cancer card. You had precancerous cells. And even people with cancer and the ones recovering are literally working 9 to 5 jobs. So that's not an excuse. So what is going on, Kate? People feel like her life has been drained. She's exhausted. Others believe that something is going on and this is a cry for help. I'm just giving you both sides of what the internet is saying in regards to this picture, because it's gotten so much, engagement, and I had to bring it to your attention. It has gotten way too much attention because people are like, nah, this picture is so lifeless, very lifeless. And you wonder what is going on. What is going on? That is the vibe that it's saying. And it started with this tweet in particular. Said, she looks lifeless and soulless behind those eyes. Strange considering all she does is vacation. And it got so many comments, guys. So many people were agreeing that she really does look lifeless. Like, she's not happy at all. Like, she looks miserable, and which is really crazy because this woman is constantly on vacations and relaxed. So why is she looking like that? But anyway, let me get into the comments. So Maud says that blonde color looks so false. And then M replies, they didn't even bother to tone it. Sari says, don't look like any of them want to be there. From what I've read, Willie is not a regular churchgoer. Of course, fans will say, but they always go. But I say reluctant photo op. Many believe that this is just a PR stunt to deflect from the fact they were getting so much backlash in the media. Duchess of Success says, yep, exactly. You'd think she'd be beaming with happiness. She fought her apparent cancer battle. She's married to a prince. She has 3 healthy children. She's going to be queen, and this is her happy face. She's as miserable as sin. However, she wanted that life, so live it. Sam says, when your mind's not at peace. I agree. Sue says, I'm no fan, but I think she's desperately unhappy, which is sad. I strongly suspect her marriage is loveless. It is loveless. William does not know a thing about love. Does not have an ounce of love in his bone. Sally says, that's what hatred and bitterness do to you. Yin Yang says, traded her soul for the crown, jewels, and the royal titles. She used to be such a fun party girl with some personality. Dontel says, I've thought that for a long time. She has a twisted look to her face. Nora says she's faking it, begging for sympathy. Ignore her. She's a joke. Jay says, I think she's very unwell. Time they come out and told people the truth. Otherwise, she's going to continue to be ridiculed, and that's not good for her or the royal family. And then Joe replies, they champion mental health, but never publicly admit to it or address it adequately when it is clearly and seriously present within their own family. They still have outdated views of mental health issues indicating weakness. Sometimes a stiff upper lip just isn't enough. Miss Land says, it's that look you get when the karma bus pulls up alongside you and you realize all your hard work, bagging, work-shy Willie, and getting rid of your rival, Meghan, got you nowhere but a patch for one in a gilded cage. Melly says, absolutely miserable and soulless. I think she sees her crush Harry living his best and happiest life with a very loving wife and children and all their freedom. They're stuck in a loveless marriage with all the rules and no freedom. Paul says, husband has a lot to answer for, I think. He's broken her. Absolutely agree. Clement says, there's no life in her eyes. They draw out of her all her substance energy. She looks empty. The 5 says, she's a nobody that does nothing, and yet the British media adore her. She's a soulless girl and a grifter like all the royals. Meghan says, I'm going to say something that will get me the side eye from you guys, but I'm starting to feel sorry for her. Something is definitely not right, and I doubt it is cancer, because hers was not severe. Meghan got away, and thank God. Otherwise, it would have been her looking like this. That's why every time I'm happy, and a lot of people are happy that Meghan got away from that toxic institution. This says, Katie looks like a mannequin to me, lifeless, just there. And then he says, like somebody else just mentioned, since when has Kate had blue eyes? Yeah, I've seen people say that she never has blue eyes, but this picture seems like she has blue eyes. Kathy says she doesn't look well. She really doesn't. And guys, let me know what you think about this picture, because a lot of people are dissecting into it. There's a look of like, oh, she's miserable, she's not happy. Let me know your take on this. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. I'm Emerald, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.